The sky is falling.
The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus?
Angel Reese is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, "We need more out of you."
The Chicago Sky general manager criticized Angel Reese for missing layups.
Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky got off to a rough start in the 2025 WNBA season.
The Chicago Sky GM took a jab at Angel Reese for missing layups and even suggested she could be cut from the team. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark continues to carry the league, yet she's the one constantly facing criticism. If you're fully behind Caitlin, let it be known in the comments.
Caitlin Clark is the absolute difference maker for the Indiana Fever.
Caitlin Clark is the needle mover.
She is the needle mover.
She is the franchise player.
And she was the MVP. She is the main draw.
She wasn't the one who was full sprinting down the court.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar globally.
Let's unpack what really went down. For a league already dealing with internal turmoil, this move was both bold and chaotic. Chicago Sky GM Jeff Pagliocca didn't hide behind a generic team critique. He called out Angel Reese by name. No filters, no broad statements. Just straight up said, "We need more from her."
Best chance of versatility on the roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways.
He didn't say the team. He didn't point to the front court. He singled out Angel Reese, and that's when the real firestorm started.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagliocca said. She's had some great games, and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Pagliocca has been seeing some of the disappointment.
Reports say the GM called out Angel Reese's slump in performance, highlighting her drop from averaging 13.6 points on 39% shooting as a rookie to just 10 points on 35% this season. Normally, that wouldn't be such a big deal, especially with the whole roster underperforming, but Angel ended up taking the brunt of the blame.
Reese has seen her numbers drop from her rookie season to her second in 2025. She is averaging 10 points on 35% shooting and 12 rebounds per game compared to 2024, where she posted 13.6 points on 39% shooting and 13 rebounds per game. To make matters worse for the Sky, Courtney Vandersloot, she's out for the season with a torn ACL.
Even though she's grabbing 12 rebounds a game and continues to put in work on the boards, Angel Reese is now under the microscope for missed layups, weak finishes at the rim, and questions about how well she fits into the offense. To make matters worse, the Chicago Sky have dropped to 3-6, reeling from back-to-back losses, and Jeff chose this moment to air the team's internal frustrations publicly. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win. She's had some great games, but she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster.
When a team is struggling, leadership's job is to handle things internally, protect the players, and find a way to regroup. But instead, the GM threw Angel under the bus, leaving her to face the media and fan backlash. And here's the twist. He called her the team's most versatile player, then implied she's not contributing enough. That kind of contradiction isn't just bad messaging. It points to a deeper problem. Either you're building around her, or you're not.
Angel Reese was quoted as saying, "I put my head down and work every single day. I don't give up on anything. I critique myself the most. I know it's going to translate. I'm just going to put my head down and work. I know the results will show."
Blaming a 22-year-old for the team's collapse while giving others a pass isn't leadership. It's scapegoating. Let's not forget, this came after the GM put together a flawed roster, traded away future assets, and hired a first-time head coach. Yet somehow, Angel Reese is being painted as the problem. It's a textbook deflection, and now it's playing out in the public eye.
Jeff P., the first place you should be looking before you look at Angel Reese to blame her, before you look at Tyler Moore, you need to look in the mirror. You need to look in the mirror. You are the general manager. You are the one responsible for orchestrating and putting the roster together.
What makes this whole situation worse is the glaring double standard. Angel Reese is being heavily criticized for underperforming, but she's far from the only one struggling. The Sky's problems go much deeper, yet Reese is the only player being publicly singled out. Why is that? Let's look at Camila Cardoso. The front office and coaching staff went all in on her, reportedly building the entire offense around her. And yet, she's been nearly invisible on the court. Critics say she lacks energy and often fades during games. One analyst even joked she makes Satu Sabally look like the most energetic player in the league. That's not exactly high praise.
How come the first time we hear you call a player out by name, it's Angel Reese? How come you went and you hired Tyler Marsh to be the head coach of this team, and then you co-signed him building an offense around Camila Cardoso, yet the first time we're talking about we need more from a player, it's for Angel Reese and not Camila Cardoso. Last time I checked, they both have been playing like garbage.
Yet despite all this, Camila Cardoso continues to get a free pass. No public criticism, no media pressure, no calls for improved performance. Just silence. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, the one player consistently bringing energy and hustle, even when her shots aren't falling, is the one making headlines for all the wrong reasons.
It's more than unfair. It feels deliberate.
The GM knows Reese draws attention, and is using that spotlight to divert attention from the team's deeper structural problems. Take Ariel Atkins, for example. The Sky gave up major assets to acquire her, including a valuable draft pick that could have landed them Sonia Citron or Kiki Iriafen. And yet, Atkins hasn't lived up to expectations.
Still, not a word of criticism.
Rachel Banham has underperformed.
Kia Nurse looks past her prime.
But again, silence from leadership. Then there's head coach Tyler Marsh, a rookie coach who's struggled to make adjustments, implement effective game plans, or develop young talent. Reports even say his practice drills don't reflect real game situations. And yet, instead of accountability, he's protected. The GM has publicly defended him, claiming the team's record doesn't reflect the work being put in. But in pro sports, effort isn't enough. Results matter. And right now, the results are grim. The Chicago Sky sit near the bottom of the league on both ends of the court, giving up over 90 points a game and shooting below 40% from the field.
That's not just a player issue.
That's a system failure.
We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
This isn't just about Angel Reese. It's a team-wide problem, rooted in structural flaws, coaching missteps, and front office decisions. And regarding the criticism of her missed layups, yes, she's had trouble finishing at the rim, and her layup percentage is down. But that's also a byproduct of poor floor spacing. When you have two bigs like Reese and Cardoso on the court at the same time, defenses collapse into the paint, leaving no room to operate. That's not on Reese, that's on the system. That's on the GM and the coaching staff who designed the offense.
The Sky believed they were ready to compete for a playoff spot season, but a team could give anyone a fight. There's no sugarcoating how things have gone. They sputtered early, lost Sloot to a torn ACL. They're near the bottom in the league, both offensively and defensively, after loading up on veterans. Even understanding that growth takes time, the Sky shouldn't have been this bad.
You can't expect a player to thrive in a system that's set up to fail, then act shocked when it doesn't work. Even when Angel Reese made efforts to grow her game, working on her ball handling and trying to stretch the floor, the criticism didn't let up. She was mocked for attempting to play more like a point forward, told to just stick to rebounding. Yet ironically, those same critics call her the team's most versatile player. The mixed messages are constant, and the front office has done nothing to define or support her role.
Well, that's a front office issue as much as it's an Angel Reese issue. If your front office and your coach is completely fine with one of your star players missing practice to go to this engagement and to go to that engagement, then your general manager and head coach, they need to have a little bit more backbone. They need to say, no, this is a brand new team. We can't afford that, Angel. But instead, they co-sign it. They allow it. They encourage it. And they wonder why things look how they look.
At the end of the day, this roster was built by the GM. He's the one who traded away valuable draft picks, gambled the team's future, hired a first-time head coach, and pieced together an unbalanced lineup with no clear identity. Now that the team is struggling, instead of taking responsibility, he's shifting the blame onto Angel Reese, the same player he helped promote as the face of the franchise. Let's be honest, Angel Reese isn't perfect. She needs to finish stronger, improve her shooting. But she's not the problem, she's being made the scapegoat. And for a league that claims to champion unity and growth, the way she's being treated is the opposite of progress. And here's where the contrast becomes impossible to ignore. While Angel Reese is being publicly criticized by her own GM, Caitlin Clark continues to face constant backlash from players, fans, and media, despite doing everything right both on and off the court. Yet the treatment of the two couldn't be more different.
Manager Jeff Pagliocca allowing Tyler Marsh to say, yeah, Angel, go do your influencer thing and hopefully it doesn't take away from your basketball play.
The Chicago Sky GM publicly called out Angel Reese for missed layups, ignoring the team's deeper issues. Despite her hustle and rebounding, Reese is being made the scapegoat for a failing roster, flawed coaching, and poor leadership. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, playing in a system not even built for her and surrounded by aging vets, continues to put up elite numbers. She leads all rookies in assists, elevates teammates, breaks viewership records, and carries the league, yet she's the one constantly under fire. Angel Reese is being blamed for losses caused by a system she didn't create. She was hyped early, protected when struggling, and is now being exposed by the same machine that once elevated her. On the flip side, Clark has earned everything through performance, professionalism, and relentless consistency. She takes hits, gets no protection, but never points fingers. That's leadership. The WNBA's double standard is loud. One player is delivering results and carrying the league's visibility. The other is being shielded, until now. And when the media's favorite narrative doesn't match the performance, the shift is swift and brutal. This isn't just about basketball anymore, it's about accountability, media bias, and who's really built to last. If you're riding with the one who keeps showing up, leading, and making the WNBA matter, drop 100% for Caitlin Clark in the comments.